Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Annhall Norris. She's with the University of Kentucky Food Preservation Extension Specialist there. There are some steps that people need to consider before starting a food business.
First, I want those people to ask themselves a couple of questions. And the first question is, what am I going to be making? Because there are some items that you can make in your home. There are some items that you can in your home. And then there are items that you have to have a commercial kitchen to use to make those products in order to sell. So if it's something shelf stable or low risk, like a bread, cookies, cakes, pies, spice mixes, those things can be done in your home, and that's home-based processing. If you're a farmer or a gardener and you have produce that you want to can or turn into salsa or tomato juice, you can do that in your home and sell at the farmer's market or from your farm. But pretty much everything else, something refrigerated or complete meals, those are going to require a commercial kitchen. And then there are additional steps to follow.
And then find out what level of training and permitting that you need. Because even when you make things out of your home, some of those low risk items, there's still a form that you have to fill out.
Right. So the very lowest risk program we have is home-based processing, and you don't have to take a workshop or any food handler training. You just fill out an application and mail payment to Frankfurt. The next step up is our canning program, and that's home-based microprocessing. And in addition to that application and payment, you have to take a home-based microprocessing workshop. So there is training required, and then you have to submit recipes for review. And there's a $5 fee for that.
Okay. And then you mentioned if I were selling at the farmer's market or from my farm stand, does it matter where I sell these products?
The home-based programs, it does matter. And so with the canning program, you're limited to your farm, a farmer's market, or a Kentucky certified roadside market. Those are the only three locations. Now, the lower risk program, home-based processing, you can sell at those locations, but you can also sell at fairs and festivals and community events. Neither of those programs allow foods to be sold in a grocery store or to a restaurant. If you want to branch out into those sales or make something refrigerated, a higher risk product, the local health department is the agency that you would need to contact in order to do that.
Absolutely. And we have resources available at the University of Kentucky to kind of help walk people through some of those, what is low risk? What does fall into this category?
Right. So I have a flow chart. It's called Kentucky food permit flow chart, and you find what you want to make. Say you want to make vanilla, because vanilla is so popular this year. It has its own little category on that flow chart, and it tells you exactly who to contact. There's a phone number and an email address. If you want to make cosmetics or pet treats, there's a category for that, and it tells you the agency with a phone number and an email. So all of our local extension offices have that. And we also have another one-page kind of cheat sheet just for home-based processing, where your products can be sold, and who you actually contact for that.
With home-based processing, I know you mentioned with microprocessing, you have to send in a label and have it approved, but it is a good idea to label for home-based processing as well.
Yes, and they have some special labeling requirements. They're much fewer requirements than a commercial product, and primarily the difference is that statement that this product is home produced and processed. And you want to make sure that you include your allergens on your product labels within that ingredient statement. So that applies whether it's home-based or commercially processed.
But there's also some local business permitting, licensing, insurance. Those things also need to be considered before they start operation.
And usually a trip to your county courthouse, they can help you with the business license and the taxes that would apply. They're a great resource also. And I did want to mention before we close that the University of Kentucky also has a list of rentable kitchens. So if you have a food product that you can't make in your home, we have a list of kitchens you can rent across the state. It's organized by county.
Yeah, and that's a great resource, especially if you're just starting out, because we need to see about the time requirement, whether this business is going to be profitable. And instead of investing all that money into creating your own commercial kitchen, it would probably be wise maybe to rent a facility if one's available. Thanks for watching and have a great day.